And welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia. Last time we did a bunch of side quests, and this time we're finally getting on with the main story and going to rescue Flynn. Is that it down there? That's some cloud dust. Are those all monsters? This seems to be a counter effect of Astal's losing control. It's as if the monsters of the world all came and gathered here. Is Flynn really down there somewhere? Probably. What next? Are we gonna fight every single one of them? Rita, can't we use the Dynamos you made? You're gonna blow them away like you did, like doing it to the Adafagos? Right. Applying directivity to the power of spirits and forming a barrier-like force field to eliminate the monsters. Yes, that should be possible. This was made to be used against the Adafagos, right? This is our only option now. Could you let us use it, please? I beg you to. The Dynamos. I want to believe it can save mankind. Yes, if we can't deal with this easily, there's no way we can stand up against the Adafagos. Alright, let's do it. It's rare to hear Yuri ask for a favor like that. It's a chance to do Yuri a favor. Cut it out, guys. So what's our plan? Activate it in the area where the monsters are all concentrated. That's it. Simple, right? Yeah, it is. No kidding. Why don't we give it a name? We can't just call it the Rita Dynamos. Huh? I'll leave it up to you. I got it. How about the Vesperia #1? I should have known better. It's got a nice ring to it. Besides, it's nice and simple. Even Baul will need to keep some distance. I'll land at a place. Okay, let's do it. What a mess. We're going in. Look, over there. Flynn. Hey, looks like you could use some help. We won't be surrounded if we move along the side of the cliff. Let's go. Stay close.
Stop them! Show them what an Imperial Knight can do! I say we are done for!
This is the end.
You idiots! Stop your whining! Grr!
Damn!
You alive?
Yuri, what are you doing here?
Thank your second in command for thinking of you.
Sodia? Huh. But our current situation's bad. It's only a matter of time until we fall.
We have a little special something.
What?
Light this thing up in the middle of the monsters, and then watch it go boom!
In the middle of the monsters, there are a lot to get through.
Come on, it's us! This is nothing.
All right, let's go.
Hey, we're gonna go turn this thing on. Keep things going here.
Just you two? Are you stupid?
We cannot let our guard down here. If we can't defend this place, we lose the very reason for taking out the monsters.
This isn't to defeat the monsters. This is to protect the people.
That's right.
Understood. Leave it to us. Take care, you two.
Let's go.
Right.
So, we gain access to Flynn as a playable character. I have already used a magic lens on most of these enemies, apparently. I think it was when I was trying to find an item for an upcoming side quest. So yes, we can actually play as Flynn. I don't know what the stats are. Level... and, wait, actually... No, this doesn't display level. Nor this. Okay, so we can't know what level he is, but he's got a lot of HP at least, so that's a good sign. Demon Fang, Tiger Blade, Beast, Sonic Thrust, First Aid. That's gonna come in handy. Sword Rain Alpha. Sure. And that's it. You know, obviously not
Hey, don't go getting yourself.
not quite the same.
You'll get yourself killed if you keep watching me fight.
Come on. I'm just in awe of the great Flynn Shifo.
Shut up!
Hey, this isn't the time to get worked up.
I am not worked up.
It's okay. Don't hide it.
Would you be serious for once?
I am serious.
I can't concentrate with you talking all the time.
Well, I can't concentrate without talking, so... Kinda stuck. Shining dragons will pass.
So these things obviously include stone, which I'm not really a fan of. It's kind of one of the harder status effects to deal with in most games. Flynn's okay. He's not... He's kind of like a slower Yuri, actually, just with a shield. Sort of like a blend between Yuri and Estelle, of all things. I'm gonna swap to Yuri, hoping that he can use first aid better than I could. He's the closest thing we have to a healer for this fight, unfortunately. So that's gonna be interesting. I don't know if we'll ever see these things again, so I'm gonna use Magic Lens on as many as I can. I only have like 12 left, apparently. But yeah, I'm gonna try to use as many as I can. Because again, I don't know if we can see these again. I clearly have seen those mantises before, since I've obviously used Magic Lenses on them in the past. Not sure where everything else could be. Normally I'm a little bit more picky about item usage, but in this fight I'm not gonna worry because we don't have a healer. Also, I just had an idea. To beast this down. Okay, I wanna try something. I wanna try something. I don't know if this is gonna do anything, but and I keep getting attacks interrupted. Nope, doesn't seem like it. I'm trying to see if he has a Mystic, but I don't think so. Because I was assuming I was doing it right, that is. Okay, so I assume in the main game, this is the only time when you can actually play as Flynn, which makes it pretty special. Not so much in the, not the Xbox, the PSV version, which actually makes me wonder how the PSV handles this type of scene. I'm legitimately curious to see how they handle this if Flynn is already in the party. I have heard that Flynn does drop out quite frequently to, you know, do his night thing. But for the most part, Flynn does stick with a lot of the party and actually has a ton of like skits, optional titles, costumes. He's basically kind of like Raven in that he sort of pops in occasionally, joins the party, pops out at the end of a dungeon. What dungeon was that? I remember there was one dungeon early on when he kind of just popped out partway through. I want to say it was like around the time of Cave Mock, but I don't quite remember. I don't know, Tiger Blade doesn't feel right in this game. Tiger Blade feels kind of sluggish. Though, to be fair, it's also not like a starting art or base art, so it makes sense that it's gotten a little bit, I think, of a buff in terms of offensive capabilities, but it's also slower to compensate, because in Symphonia and I think Abyss is kind of an early game art, and it feels a lot faster, but it's also kind of a weaker skill, so I might just be misremembering entirely though. I haven't played enough Tales games to really gauge that kind of thing. Consistency. And Graces is its own sort of thing, so it's kind of incomparable. Ah, everyone's dying. I'm just kind of noticing. I don't know why I healed Repeat first. Probably just because he's generally a little bit squishier than your. Okay, no item thrower on Repeat. I probably should fix that because I think he has the skill. I don't remember. I actually don't know how many monsters we even have to deal with here. Fun fact, all I know is we have to deal with a lot. But yes, I'm playing as Flynn, even though I actually prefer playing as Yuri, just because this is our only chance, I think, in this version. Probably. I actually remember reading that he's only playable at one point in the story. I assume this is that one point. But yeah, that to me kind of sucks. I hear he has really good character interactions with actually the entire party. Well, this is basically a boss now, isn't it? Another egg bear type. I totally forgot I had that art. Now, okay, we only have one to deal with. I'm gonna get behind. Oh, thanks for the heal. I'm gonna try again. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I want to give it one more shot. Yep, it doesn't. Wait, this is arcane, right? Yeah, that's arcane. Peace is also an arcane art. Let's try that, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can use a Mystic. Or Fatal, because I was pushing button. Unless I just pushed it late. Yeah, let's try this, actually.
You're done. Pretty good, Commandant.
You're not too bad either.
Well, that was anticlimactic, going to all the trouble and getting 0.01 grade for that. Yep, it all just cancels out pretty much in the end. But hey, we didn't lose grade at least. We got a lot of items. Yoso fruit is something needed for side quests. I already farmed it off screen, unfortunately. And I think the Hyperion and tree bark as well. It's from those like turtley looking enemies, the ones we got the tortoise shells from, also needed for something later on. Just wanted to make note of that. Yep, that is a lot of items.
We're about to the middle.
I'm still up for some more fighting.
You look like you're actually having fun in the middle of all this.
You do too.
Now, Yuri!
Right. Take this!
There. That should be okay for now.
Thank you so much. Your Highness.
Don't push yourself, okay? Looks like that device worked. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
There are more serious injuries than I thought. Estelle has saved their lives, but they shouldn't move for a while.
I guess we have to stay and defend them for a little more.
So why not just make this a fort? It's been a while, Yuri. I've heard stories about brave Vesperia. I guess the mercenaries I hired weren't sufficient. Sorry for the trouble.
I'm sure the guilds are in chaos right now too. Thank you for your help.
It won't really make up for things, but I'll help with the defense.
You're going to fight?
Oh no, I'm a merchant. Just watch.
Commander Flynn, you're alive!
Witcher! Is something wrong?
Yes, that tower near Ospio has created an unusual formula around itself. Judging by the crests, it's absorbing some kind of power. In addition, all residents throughout Ilikia have reported feeling strange. Absorbing? Feeling strange? Is it absorbing human life?
Duke.
Life is very pure mana. Does he intend to use it to attack?
This is what he meant by exchanging all human life to destroy the Autophagos.
The formula is expanding in stages. At this rate, it could affect the entire world. No!
We can't just stand around.
But the spirit's power alone won't be enough.
What? But it took out all those monsters!
Judging by the size of the Autophagos, we'd need several hundred times the power.
Several hundred? That's gonna be tough.
I guess we have no choice but to change the cores to spirits.
Wait, could you explain what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, we meant to talk to you all about it. Hey Flynn, we want to tell Yoder and the guilds too. Can you call them here?
Oh, Yuri. You seriously want him to call the Emperor to a place like this?
You never change.
What?
Okay, I'll see what I can do. In exchange, you all go talk to the people of the Union in Palestrale.
Okay.
So I guess we're off to Dawngrest and Nordopolica?
Yeah. Mind giving us a ride?
And we can actually move around at the camp, so that's cool. I have a gut feeling that if you're going for the achievement for using every save point, that this is probably an often missed one. I think there's an achievement like that. I probably should double check before I start talking about things like this. Clearly no time for business. Yeah, which kind of sucks because I'm low on items. It seems like no one has anything particularly important to talk about. The town's gonna be transformed. I assume this is Arnian, which I've heard about. In sidequest guides, apparently there's some quests involving rebuilding a town here. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm also just literally talking to all the characters that seem to be like important because here's a question. Well, that's lame. Wait, why did the cursor jump all the way to Rita? I was hoping talking to Sodia with another character would actually have a different reaction, because sometimes these games do that. Trying to think. I know in a couple of them, if you switch your lead character, you actually get different dialogue, so I'm a little bit sad that that's not the case here. I'm also just curious with this guy in particular because of how this guy is just standing all alone by himself, but that's still not necessary. So we're leaving. Yuri, thank you for saving Flynn. You guys go on ahead first, I'll catch up. I'm not gonna tell anyone. Why? Because I can understand why you tried to kill me back there. It's something you just want to protect, even if it means dirtying your own hands. You lose your senses in the heat of the moment and find yourself doing things you never imagined. I know what I have done is unforgivable. It would have been easier if you'd blame me for this. Don't flatter yourself. Don't think I'm here doing this for your own good. I'm not going to put the blame on you just so you can ease your conscience. What should I do? I have no intention of lecturing you about rights and wrongs. Go figure it out yourself. If you can, go ask someone you can talk to about this, but not me. As Flynn's friend, I'm grateful for the loyalty you've shown towards him.
We're invincible! We're strong, unbeatable, unwavering! We are brave Vesperia!
You let your guard down anymore and you'll trip over it.
Come on! I was in such a good mood, too.
You drop your guard more than any of us, old man.
Oh, isn't that just acting?
Oh, my dear Judith, how very perceptive. I guess it takes an adult. Things like this just whiz right over these youngins' heads, you see.
You ever notice how the old man's ears wiggle when he's lying?
Look! Raven's ears are wiggling!
I never heard anything more ridiculous in my life. You never met anyone as calm and careful as old Raven.
Look at those ears go!
Anyway, the important thing is to proceed with caution, right?
I'm actually wondering what triggers that. I think everyone was already at level 60 before that, so I'm not 100% sure. Maybe just a thing for fighting a certain amount of battles, taking out a certain amount of monsters. It could be a number of things, really. But Dawngrest is all the way on the other side of the world map, so we're gonna go to Nordopolica first. Yes, that's my logic. Also, by the way, there's actually a rare spawn near Nordopolica. This is not it.
Fight like I'm gonna die, huh?
My bad. I walked straight into an enemy. But hey, we're actually not taking any damage from this because we have that much defense compared to these guys. That's
The
pretty
secret
cool.
of my strength is a secret.
And silver ore, we could put that to use. But the thing I'm looking for, if it would be so kind as to spawn relatively quickly. Really? Really, game? Gonna do this? Is it night? It's night, so like, I'm a little bit confused as to why this thing is spawning, because off screen it spawns really fast. I mean, all things considered, I could just go into the log if necessary.
Goodbye.
Magic lens! Recouping some of those. There it is, this guy.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Don't get
The fireflies drop a rare item that is needed for a late game quest, from what I gather.
No
So
way we're gonna lose.
yeah, the green. I got it first try. How did that happen? Green light stone is what you're looking for. I do not know how I got that first try because apparently it's kind of a rare drop.
Yuri's not too fond of young Sodia, is he?
I can see where he's coming from, though. Everything about her feels hard as a rock. That's not exactly easy to like.
Ah, cut her some slack. Knights are all a little square. She has a stubborn nature that quick-to-act folks like you and Yuri don't. And that's a good thing.
Stubborn is good? You totally lost me there.
I figured I would. That's why we can't talk without getting on each other's nerves.
Ain't that the truth? I did not actually mean to find another one of
this
these.
looks easy.
I guess I'll go easy on them.
But yeah, apparently there's some quests where you need to find a bunch of items, which is cool, sort of. Except it's kind of a fetch quest, but it's also an optional fetch quest, so I'm actually okay with that.
Victory!
I just don't like when fetch quests are. I got it 2 times in a row. This item that took me forever to get off screen. I understand. We'll wait here until you return. Yes, thank you. That Master is a man of understanding. Got his approval really fast. He's seen through the world's changes before his very eyes. He doesn't have an ounce of suspicion when it comes to others. I wonder if the Union and the Palstrala can get along. Of course they can. They are of the same guild after all. That's right, now is the time to put their differences aside and join forces. They'll have to get along. You're right. Well, that was easy. While we're here, I'm gonna stock up on items because compulsive behavior, partly. Gotta have those maxed out items, which is actually gonna be a problem because apparently New Game Plus you actually can have more items. You can apparently have up to 99 of everything. Which actually brings up the point that the way you get money most efficiently in this game is actually to gamble. Which kind of makes sense, doesn't it? But basically what you need to do is win the poker game, win a lot of chips, redeem a weapon. I think there's a weapon in particular that you want to redeem. It's like the most expensive thing in terms of chips. And, you know, as long as you keep winning, it's effectively kind of free. And you can just buy a ton of this particular weapon and sell them and get a ton of gold for it. So, that's how you make money quickly in this game. To me, that would actually involve having to play poker, which I don't think I ever have in real life. Only thing close to that is actually Mario 64 DS. There's a poker mini game, and I used to be actually pretty okay at it. And by okay, I mean kind of bad at it. I could win like every couple tries. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good by any stretch of the imagination either. Okay, so with that little tangent out of the way, we are heading to Dongrass now. I think we have time for this if it's the length of the previous cutscene. This is the wrong side. Okie dokie, landing over here then. And they're gonna make us walk it. They're not gonna be that nice to us 2 times in a row, I suppose. I was trying to figure out what that cat was doing. I think it was stretching, but it just looked kind of odd, all kind of... Hey, is that you, Carol? Dying. Who might this be? I'll do the introductions. This is Dine from the Hunting Blades. He really took care of me while I was in that guild. He said the rest of my guildmates in Brave Vesperia. I'd heard you started up a guild of your own after our darling Nan gave you the boot. So, things is going well so far? Yeah, we're getting by. Carol? Huh? What's up? You sure this is okay? You've got a bit of a rocky history with the Hunting Blades, don't you? What? Oh, Dine's not like that at all. This kid has a habit of trying to act way bigger than he is, and the others gave him hell about it. Not me, though. I was a fair bit like him when I got started, so I could relate. Glad to see you seem to be getting along just fine with your new group here. Yeah, we're giving it our best shot. Oh, say, I actually have a bit of a favor to ask you all. What is it? I'm headed to Desierto soon to take care of a monster. This one sounds like a real nasty piece of work, though. The Chief and Tyson are off on another job, so I can't ask them. So you want us to help you out? It's about the half of it, I guess. Well, should we take the job? Oh yeah, you'll do it? Sure, a friend of Carol's is a friend of ours. Just let us know what you need done. By the name of Brave Vesperia, the brightest star on the canvas of the night sky, we accept this task. Oh, Carol, listen to you sounding all grown up. Alright then, you all better make sure and get yourselves ready, good and ready. This guy's the real deal. Right. My client's waiting for me at Mantic, so I'll go on ahead. You did say Mantic, right? Yeah, anything odd about that? I just wondered what we'd do if the monster he's after turned out to be Pharaoh. Well, this is awkward. But Pharaoh's already become Ifrit. So basically, if Pharaoh does turn out to be the target for the job, we'd be better off not taking it. We have already said we'd do it though, and it is time. This guy sails to Mantic. That should help us decide a course of action. That's good to me. Let's make sure we have everything we need before you set out. It's probably not a bad idea. Okay, at first I was gonna question the logic of that cutscene, but they immediately corrected it, so I'm okay with that. That's obviously not the cutscene we were looking for either, which will trigger in the next part. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Tales of Vesperia.